What up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Short show this afternoon. A player got a job interview later on today. Actually, two of them. I hate job interviews, y'all. I really do. I really wish y'all knew how much I hate job interviews. They so boring. It's the same thing over and over again. You know why I'm here. Um, but it's a necessary process, I guess. But I just don't like job interviews. I really don't. But it is what it is, y'all. So, what we doing right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go over some quick nursing news. But before that, I want to just talk about talk about a couple things. It's been a pretty good week. Um been a pretty good week of grinding. Happy Easter, belated Easter. Hopefully all y'all had a good holiday. Spent it with y'all family, ate y'all some good food and everything like that. Happy Easter, belated Easter. Hopefully all right, bet we sounded wonderful. Um, but yeah, I hope y'all are having a good day today. It's early. It's early, 9 o'clock. I want to let y'all know straight up. It's about to be a hot nurse summer. You already know what time it is. It's about to be a hot nurse summer, ladies and gentlemen. Uh the call offs is happening. Agency is popping right now, especially if you're around here from the Midwest. People calling off like crazy.
They say humans are social.
What we do?
They can't.
I just want to make sure my music was straight. Make sure I wasn't doing too much. But yeah, this is what's popping. And right now, I encourage you all to eat, to get your bag. All right, yeah, I encourage you all to go get your bag. Let me know if the music's too loud. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it is really time to eat right now. No time like the summertime because nobody wants to be at work. Nobody wants to be at work, and and I guess in some parts of the country, the same is to be said for wintertime. But I'm telling you right now, give me summertime, I'll work the summer. The wintertime, you can have it because think about it. In the wintertime, everything is cheaper. Flights are cheaper. Cruises are cheaper. All inclusive resorts are cheaper. Like travel destinations are just cheaper because people are vacationing in the wintertime, but not as many people versus the summertime. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is super high in the summertime, around July and everything like that. June, July. Ain't nobody in school. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, yeah, like all the kids out of school and everything like that. People on summer vacation, summer break, everything is higher. That's cool. I'll work during the summertime, even with my once a month. You know what I'm saying? My once a month vacations. But that winter time, that's what I'm on. I ain't trying to work at all. My goal, honestly, I ain't gonna say. Let me not say I don't want to work at all, but very limited. Like working very limited, maybe 2 days a week or whatever. But my goal is to do like 3 weeks of traveling during the winter months and maybe like 1 week of work. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I have my Florida license by then, which I applied for. So, but the goal is to not be here at all. You dig what I'm saying? The goal is to not be in Michigan. Maybe fly back once a month to Michigan and, either Airbnb it out for the week. I mean, for the winter time or, you know, doing something in the South. My grandparents got a home in the South down there in Alabama. Um, it's a cruise port in Alabama, but Houston maybe, possibly Florida for sure. But yeah, I'm trying to get up out of here. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. You know what I'm saying? Like working in Florida a little bit. You never know. You never know what might happen. But thank you all for tuning in this morning. Can y'all hit that like button for a player? We're going to get into some news stories in a minute. How many call offs did y'all see at y'all job over the weekend? We had 9 call offs. 9 call offs. And, between seniors and nurses. So in the total, there were 9. And like I said, if this is an indication of what's about to be going on, You dig what I'm saying? We about to eat. Point blank, period. We are about to eat, ladies and gentlemen. No questions asked. Now, let's get into the show, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into the show. The first thing I wanted to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to talk about our old school nurses. When I say old, I don't mean like old, but my nurses that's up there. My nurses between the age of 45, you know what I'm saying, like 45 and 55. I wanted to talk to y'all just briefly for a second because I don't know if you all are aware. Okay. I don't know if you all are aware, but there is a new documentary coming out. Yes, there is. There's a new documentary coming out by Hulu. I don't know if y'all are familiar with this, but it's a new documentary coming out by Hulu talking about Freaknik, ladies and gentlemen. Freaknik. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's a new documentary coming out talking about Freaknik, and it says new Freaknik documentary is freaking out generations of ragers. Okay. And the reason I'm bringing this up, obviously, is lighthearted. Okay. It's very lighthearted. But at the same time, it got me thinking, boys and girls. Now, let's just say this. I want to start this off by saying this. The past is the past is the past is the past, okay? The past is the past. We're not tripping on that. We're not tripping on the past, but I do have a question. How many of our nurses and DONs and unit managers, that are holier than thou, some of the teachers and everything like that, the professors, how many of them do you think are going to be on this new Netflix Hulu documentary, Freaknik, ladies and gentlemen? And for those of you who may not be familiar with what Freaknik is like Black Spring Break, okay? Obviously, there were more than just black people going, but it's like Black Spring Break that started I think in the late 80s, and it ended in the mid to late 90s. I think the last Freaknik, the real Freaknik, was like in 98. And it was a big party, it started off as some college students that just wanted to get together and have like a little social gathering. And then it turned into like this big, huge party that is pretty prominent in Black culture. Okay. So it was the rappers, celebrities, all kind of people were there at this Freaknik. And I was even told that Bill Cosby acknowledged Freaknik on a different world. So Freaknik, ladies and gentlemen, was a big deal. Now, if you go on YouTube, you can find like old school footage of Freaknik, people partying and all that kind of stuff. It was just a big party. And but at these parties, a lot of things that we really can't discuss on YouTube took place, if you will. Okay. Shout out to Nurse Viv. Yeah, Nurse Viv says, yes, I'm old enough to remember that. Nurse Viv, did you attend a Freaknik? Keep it real. Should we be looking out for you on this documentary, Nurse Viv? Keep it real. Okay. We are all family here. We are all family here, ladies and gentlemen. But yes. Now I seen a video on YouTube. Was it YouTube? Maybe TikTok, of this lady. She looked to be, seasoned. You did. She looked to be seasoned, experienced, and she was talking about the Freaknik documentary that's about to come out. Now, if I got any nurses in the chat that attended Freaknik, you don't have to show yourself, but come on up here. We can talk about it. If not, that's cool. But you don't have to show your face, ladies and gentlemen. You can come up here totally anonymous. If you attended the Freaknik documentary and you're a professional, we don't do no dry snitching over here. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, Nurse Viv says she never attended, but woo, them VHS tapes, they made their rounds. Okay. Now in the video that I'm about to show y'all, it looks like this lady is in a pair of scrubs. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm being cynical. Okay. All right. Maybe I'm being a little cynical. But she looked like she's in a pair of scrubs. So she could be. We don't know. And I'm speculating at this point. But she could be a healthcare professional. Hold on, y'all. Dang. She could be a healthcare professional. Let me see. Hold on. I gotta figure out how to do this. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to make it bigger. I'm gonna make it bigger. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Or okay, here it is, y'all. StreamYard to move some things around. But I want to play it. She looked like she could have participated in some of the activities. You never know. But this lady put it out. Hold on. We turn the audio. Now is that Scrubs or am I tripping? If I'm tripping, please tell me I'm tripping. That looked like Scrubs to me. Hold on. Let me turn the audio. I know I ain't got no producer over here, so am I tripping?
I don't know.
That's Scrubs.
Yeah. I don't know. We might be in trouble.
Okay.
I see a 94 Freaknik.
Woo!
Yes. Yeah, 1994 Freaknik. Yes.
Oh.
They are about to release a documentary. So I'm just now I've been to several Freakniks. 94 was one that I attended.
Several.
So I'm just praying that Jesus be a fence. I'm praying that
she's several. Yes, I've been to several Freakniks. And 94 was one that she attended, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Now, should they be worried? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they're gonna be okay. I think they're gonna be okay, but I don't know. I think they're gonna be fine though. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, she says she's attended several Freakniks. Them look like Scrubs to me. I don't know. I'm sure she's probably a DON somewhere. Are you? Can we call this thing Freak Nurse 94? Huh? I'm just keeping it real. Keep it real. Let's just keep it real. We're all adults here. Everybody has a past. Let's have a conversation. Now, honestly, I wasn't old enough to attend a Freaknik, but I've heard stories and I've seen pictures. My pops has attended some Freakniks, and let me just say, look, Natasha says those are most definitely Scrubs. Lord have mercy. Ladies, any ladies that's watching a playback, that's watching a broadcast currently, y'all gonna make me miss my interview. Were you at Freaknik 94? Were you at Freaknik 94? I am curious because as a young historian, whom was not old enough to attend any of the Freakniks, the real ones anyway, I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. I'm gonna start it over. But those definitely look like Scrubs to me. Those look like Scrubs. And so I don't know if her and her nurse colleagues was talking about it, about what happened, but she said straight up, I've been to all of them. She's probably down there in Atlanta getting that nursing degree, getting it popping, having a good time. Yes, she said she went to all of them. Let's go.
y'all, I don't know. We might be in trouble.
Yes, sir.
Did y'all see Hulu is about to release a documentary about 94 Freaknik? Yes. 1994 Freaknik. Yes.
Oh yeah.
They are about to release a documentary.
Talk to them.
So I'm just now I've been to several Freakniks. 94 was one that I attended. So I'm just
that 94 Freaknik must have been legendary. I need some people that I know to call up here. We're gonna have to do a late night show and talk about that. I need to know what was going down at Freaknik 94. I'm not gonna ask my pops because I don't want to know from his point of view. But I need to know what happened at Freaknik 94. Out of all the years of Freaknik, why is this one so legendary? I need to know. I think I was only like 3 years old when this popped off. I need to know why Freaknik 94 was so legendary. I need to know, ladies and gentlemen, what happened. I need to know. I can't wait to see this Hulu documentary. But Hulu not going to tell the whole story. Y'all know it's not going to tell the whole story. But I need to know what happened at Freaknik 94, a.k.a. Freak Nurse 94. What happened at Freak Nurse 94? What was y'all doing that made Hulu say, damn, we got to do a whole documentary spin on this? I need to know. Now, I don't want to go to my pops, but if I have to, I will. Don't make me do this. You dig? Do not make me do this and really find out what happened. Because I know people that was directly at Freaknik in 94. So I'd rather y'all tell me what happened versus me having to go to the sources. I don't want to, but I will. Okay? I don't want to, but I will. What happened at Freak Nurse 94? Before the nursing degrees, okay? Listen, we family here. Before the nursing degrees, before your children, okay? Before the NCLEX, before you became a supervisor, before you were a DON, back when you were just Lisa, the nursing student, okay? Back when you were just I don't know, Hillary, the nursing student. Back when you were just Denise, the nursing student. We charging that to the game, but we want to know, why was 94 out of all years? Huh? Why was 94 out of all years so legendary? I want to know, damn it. I can't wait for the documentary to come out. And Mill said I was a mother, so I missed out on a lot of things. Woo! Nurse Viv says I was in my early 20s and unmarried. So, uh-oh. You know, we popped the champagne. Y'all was down there clowning, huh? Ooh, y'all was in there clowning Jesus. Let's continue. Hold on. Let's continue to see what this DON got to say.
Just praying that Jesus be a fence. I'm praying that Jesus just be a big, tall privacy fence.
Ooh, and she done went to all of them. She said, I went to all of them. She said she need Jesus to be a big old privacy fence. She must have been doing ungodly things. She must have been doing ungodly things. Okay? Have y'all seen that viral picture on the internet of the police with some young lady where her cheeks open? Okay, we're gonna just leave it at that. I'm talking about the police. Atlanta police is all around the internet. Atlanta police just up in there. The girl got her cheeks open and he's smiling. She bent over with the cheeks and she's smiling. The police, okay? So that lets me know how legendary Freaknik must have been. You could never have a Freaknik in 2023. Too many cameras, too many. You know what I'm saying? It could never happen in 2023. But anyway, let's continue. Let's see what this DON got to say. Hold up.
That's my prayer. This Easter, this Good Friday. That's my prayer. So, I will say this though. Like when they would bring out those video cameras and start recording, I immediately removed myself from,
because she knew what time it was.
That situation. I never ever was okay with being recorded out there. So hopefully that worked to my benefit, but you never know. You never know. So the only thing I got is,
she said you never know. Oh, Lord have mercy. I had to look. So I put up a comment. I put up a Facebook post. I said, I better not see none of my uncles and my pops in the documentary the Freaknik documentary, my mama was like, "You might." He went. I said, as long as you wasn't there, that's all I care about. And she was like, "Nah, I had a 3-year-old." I said, as long as you wasn't there, that's all that mattered. For real, for real. I was just joking with Pops. But as long as you wasn't there, that's all I care about. Cause I couldn't imagine they coming to me talking about, high value nurse mama was at Freaknik on a documentary. Jesus. Oh Lord, that would give me nightmares. I couldn't even look at my mama to say, if I seen pictures of my mama at Freaknik, I don't think I could look at her the same. I really couldn't. I really could not. Just for the fact that now it's out for the whole world to see. And now maybe we getting into a world where people don't have shame and everything like that with the internet. And, a lot of these kids, it's going to be normal for a lot of children to see their mama popping coochie on a handstand. I'm just keeping it real. It's going to be very normal. So it's not going to be like, a shame thing. The more we progress, it's like shame is like a thing of the past. Well, for us 90s kids, we will probably be the last generation of people that are ashamed, that have shame. You dig what I'm saying? So I just, yes, Nurse Viv say that's how a lot of y'all got here. I agree. Hopefully, I would just be, no, I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. If that was my mom, I would just, I don't know. Christmas dinner would never be the same. Thanksgiving would never be the same because now the whole world knows that, moms was pop, locking and dropping it publicly. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that's something I could deal with. I really don't. But let's let this DO in finish up her last point. Okay. Let's let her finish.
If you see your girl in the documentary, hey man, at least I'm fully clothed. At least I'm.
She said, if you see your girl in the documentary, well, shit, at least I'm fully clothed. One more time.
Hey man, at least I'm fully clothed. At least all my clothes is on. That's all I got. That's the best I got. But yeah, y'all, they about to put our business out in the street.
Yes, they are.
Some of us might be on TV.
Yeah. And like I said, she is just one out of hundreds of thousands of people. So if this one person is worried about this documentary, I've been seeing a lot of people been talking about, I'm like, how bad was it? How bad was it? Was it Freak Nurse 94?
So get your parental controls together and
she was about that action. Lord have mercy. She was about that action. She talking about some oh God. Nurse Lisa, what was you doing in 94?
I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Jesus. That was crazy. Freak Nurse 94, ladies and gentlemen. Were you there? And if you were, holla at me. We'll talk about it. You won't be identified. Of course, I won't do that. But holla at me. Now, let's get to another story. A more sad story, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. 2 Florida CNAs arrested. 2 Florida CNAs arrested for live streaming elderly abuse. For live streaming elderly abuse, ladies and gentlemen. Sad situation. I was debating on if I was going to actually play the press conference, but I am. And I'm going to do it for a reason. Reward
your routine with the Amazon Prime Reward.
Because I work in healthcare and I work in long-term care, to be exact. And I am tired of seeing videos like this. I'm tired of seeing videos like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of people doing this kind of stuff, and it needs to be shown. This is like part of the culture that I cannot stand because people think it's a joke, but it comes at the result of a lot of things, though, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happens. Yeah, I'll do it. I said, this is what happens. I already did it. It's already in the dryer. This is what happens when you allow anybody to just come work in your facilities. This is what happens when you don't pay people, the good employees, like they should. Yes, Florida. Again, Florida, I don't know what's popping off in Florida. I really don't. But they stay in the headlines when it comes to this nursing stuff. But 2 Florida healthcare workers arrested, allegedly live stream abuse of a dementia patient. Now, this is the press conference here. I was really reluctant on playing this, but it needs to be showed because this is how I eat, ladies and gentlemen. This is how I eat. This is how I make my bread. I am a long-term care nurse. Now, yeah, I could go work in other places, but I prefer long-term care. That's what I like to do. And it's sad because a lot of people just don't care. This is the clout generation. This is the attention-seeking generation. I said that social media is one of the worst things to ever happen to us as a civilization. It's a great tool, but it's like a gift and a curse. We will do anything for it. Now, people will do anything for attention and for clout. And you know what I'm saying? And that just goes to show you the lack of attention that people get at the crib. You feel me? Like that just goes to show you. So I'm going to play this press conference. I wasn't at first, but I'm going to play it now. And we're going to get into it because it is something that should be talked about. Now, it's not too long, but it's long enough.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sheriff Wayne Ivory, the Brevard County Sheriff's Office, and I'm going to jump right into this. I'm going to try and use restraint as I tell you about this case. And I say I'm going to try and use restraint because I'm disgusted. The perpetrators in this case are not only disgusting, but they're vile individuals who live stream themselves abusing one of our elderly citizens who suffers from dementia. Even worse, there are 2 healthcare workers that were entrusted to take care of this lady at a local facility. And I want to go ahead and say the local facility had no idea this was taking place. The moment it was brought to their attention, they did everything right, contacted our agency, fired the 2 individuals, did everything right. But, abusing someone, an elderly person, or abusing anyone is disgusting enough. But to make matters even worse, they live streamed the abuse. They actually put it up.
Live stream. Like what possesses you to live stream something like that? Just young, don't care. You know what I'm saying? And like we are such a, like, the generation that's coming up is so short-sighted because now you got elderly abuse on your record for the rest of your life. Who's going to hire you? Seriously, who is going to hire you now? You 19, 20, 21 years old, you got the rest of your life to live. And now you got elderly abuse. You're probably going to get felony charges for. Who's going to hire you now? See, this is the stuff like we don't think about. And when parents are too busy being friends with their kids and not giving them the attention that they deserve, they got to turn to the internet, and now they live streaming, hurting people online. Like, this is where we at. Clout chasing. Yeah, you're right. Clout chasing. This is where we at right now.
On a live stream platform so that their friends could watch it, laugh about it as they mock this elderly person in her condition. And not only did their friends laugh, they actually made comments back and forth about how she should be dealt with and be put in a closet. So it's just disgusting. This entire thing, as you're about to see, is hard to imagine that there are actually people in our world that would do this to somebody. As I said, I'm going to show you the video. It's very graphic, so I want to make sure that you know that. But please, as you watch this, think about the abuse that this poor lady went through at the hands of these 2 disgusting individuals. And my only hope enough in life, I doubt it, as stupid as they are, I don't know that they'll make it that far. But if they do, I hope someone pays it forward in response to their actions of how they treated this lady, because it's truly disgusting. So I'm gonna play the video for you at this point.
Let's go, for real. Stop playing. Let's go. You're peeing on yourself, Malik. You're peeing on yourself. Yo!
How is this funny?
Come on.
Like, how is this funny? Up here with the, how is this funny? No uniforms, regular t-shirt and shit, bonnet on. Just don't give a damn. Just don't give a damn about nothing. Just clout and attention. But see, this is what happens when these facilities just hire anybody coming off the street in any way, not wanting to pay the real workers what they are worth. This is what you're going to get. People who don't care, who just looking for a job because you don't want to compensate the real workers and the good workers what they're actually worth. So you got the people that will come and take the scraps. This is what happens.
This is so embarrassing.
I'm sorry, yeah, she embarrassing.
Let's go.
And you can
lock her in the closet.
It's the jail.
And you can tell they're young. And you can tell they're young, but this is no excuse. It's no excuse. You know what I'm saying? But this is like, it's no excuse. You can tell they're young, though. And they talking about young people make mistakes, but I'm sorry. You got to be accountable early in life. Now, you don't have that, especially you putting everything on camera. You need all the attention. You need all the clout. You got people going back and forth telling you to put people in a closet. Yes. This is this younger generation. I'm telling you. And it's not that I'm so far removed in age from that generation. But damn, 20, 21, like just don't care. But these facilities need to do their due diligence when they hire these people. They talking about, well, you can't judge a book by its cover. No, you can't. But at the same time, you have to have enough discernment to say, I don't want to just have a body in the building, because a lot of these supervisors don't want to hop on a cart or do what they're supposed to do. Well, start paying people adequately. You dig what I'm saying? Start paying people adequately. And that's what I'm saying. And that's another thing too. I can't necessarily blame the nurse, because the nurse probably was doing other things, but the nurse got to understand too, they working under your license. That's another thing that the nurse don't understand. They are working under your license, ladies and gentlemen. And it's messed up because the nurse was probably doing something else. She could have been doing rounds. He or she could have been doing rounds. They could have been doing care with another patient, anything. Anything could have been going on. So a lot of people are saying, well, where's the nurse? Don't blame the nurse and blah. No, I'm not going to blame the nurse. I'm not going to just blame the nurse. I can't do that, because nurses get busy and can't be everywhere. And who knows, that they said this was an assisted living. So the nurse probably had 40 patients. 40 patients, 20 upstairs, 20 down. That's how they doing assisted livings. You the nurse of the whole building. She could have been dealing with a family. She could have been doing anything. So I'm not going to just blame the nurse. That's too easy to do. It's too easy to just say, well, it's the nurse's fault. It's the nurse's fault. I'm not going to do that. That's what everybody else do. I'm not going to do that.
I didn't even do nothing. Come on, let's go.
Here, you
Put
want
your
me
pants on. Yes.
Do you want me this?
Put your pants on. Put your pants on.
Give.
And ladies and gentlemen, the family did not put a camera in the room. These fools live streaming it. For those of you who are just tuning in, they live streamed themselves abusing a patient. A family member did not put this camera up. These idiots did it themselves. Clout. Hold
on, y'all. Stand up. Maddie, come on now. Real, you better not hit me.
She should have knocked your ass out.
Now, the only good news in this case is that the victim is now safe and sound, with true professional healthcare workers that are with her and her family, taking care of her and making sure she has the very best
shit out that facility.
The other good news is that earlier today, our amazing team of agents, in partnership with the state attorney's office, arrested 18-year-old Jada Harris
18
for video voyeurism,
18
abuse and neglect of elderly or disabled adult, and interception or disclosure of wire or oral communications.
18
They also
years
arrested
old.
Shy Bishop, who's 20 years old.
20 years old.
Voyeurism,
don't care.
Neglect of an elderly or disabled adult. As you might imagine,
18 and 20 years old. Got their whole life ahead of them.
But this kind of crap just drives me insane. 18
and 20 years old. 18 and 20 years old. Don't care. Don't like this new generation. A lot of them are straight demons. Like I could not work as a teacher. I've been done went to jail. Straight up and down. A lot of them are straight demons. Have nothing to lose, ladies and gentlemen. Have nothing to lose and everything in the game. Just don't care. A lot of them don't care, ladies and gentlemen. I could not be no teacher. I could not do it. And then I feel sorry for a lot of the parents with some decency. And people want to be like, oh, this is why people want to live amongst people with common sense and everything like that. This is what I'm talking about. Why would I want my children to be associated with these kids right here? I wouldn't want my kids to be nowhere around these kids. I want to go live in a place in the neighborhood, wherever they may be, or whatever group of people that may be, where this shit is looked down upon. Now, this is cute to them. You dig what I'm saying? And then they say, oh, well, soon as professional men get money and get a good education, they leave. Because this is a reflection of what poverty does. Okay? This is a direct reflection of poverty. When you have nothing, you act like you have nothing. This is poverty-based attitude right here. Okay? That's all it is. And I don't want to be around that. I don't want my family around that. I want to be around other like-minded individuals. This is hood rat, dusty behavior. Point blank, period.
So I met our team as they were walking them to the car, made sure that they knew how disgusted I was with them.
Yep.
They were being transported to the Brevard County.
This is what they wearing.
And I'll tell you
look what she got on at the facility.
Our corrections team, the professionals that they are, will treat these two pieces of crap with professionalism and
at the facility though.
Is that our corrections team, the professional crap just drives me insane. So I met our team as they were walking them to the car.
I hope they wasn't at work like this. I think they might have been somewhere else.
Transported to the Brevard County Jail. And I'll tell you the irony of this is that our corrections team, the professionals that they are, treat these two pieces of crap with professionalism and they'll do their job. Where these two were supposed to be taken care of.
And let's keep it real for 1 minute. You know they finna double down on it now because they black. I'm sorry, but they are. They finna double down on it now because they black. Two birds with one stone. Oh yeah, they are about to double down on them because they black. You hear how he talking? Two pieces of crap and all that kind of stuff. But who gonna co-sign against them? Look what they filmed themselves doing. You can't argue that because that's how I feel. And if that was my grandma, I'm ready to pull up. F the name calling, but I'm ready to pull up and do something to you now. Because now you done live streamed yourself abusing my mama or my grandma or my dad or my grandpa. Now I'm ready to do something to you. Forget the name calling. I'm ready to pull up and come see you. That's what I'm saying. People want to, and they're going to double down on them because these two black women. I'm sorry, but they are. These are two young 18 to 20-year-old black women. And then the sheriff going in on them. Oh, they pieces of crap and all that kind of stuff. But how can you argue with the footage that you just saw? How can you argue with that? Because I ain't finna call you no names. If that's my mama or that's my grandma, I'm going to pull up and come and find you. The professionalism goes out the window when you decide to abuse my patient. I'm going to come and find you. Ain't no name calling. I'm supposed to be entrusting care to you. That's why I say, Lord, if I can help it, I pray that my family have great health. because I can't do this. I can't put them in places like this. You can't even, you can't defend them. It's nothing to defend. It's nothing. They did it themselves. They live streamed it themselves. Oh yeah, you already know. You know, he took every chance to call them. Oh yeah, yeah. But you already know. You already know what time it is, but you can't defend it though. That's hard to defend. Instead of just, oh, they young, okay, bull. But you know what you're getting into. If you had any type of decent orientation, you know what you're getting into when you working in healthcare, ladies and gentlemen. This is not the plant. Okay, this is not the plant. This is not Walmart. This is not McDonald's. This is not fast food. We talking about a whole different level of responsibility here. And that's not saying that they don't have responsibilities in the plant, and McDonald's and Walmart, all that stuff. But you are dealing with human lives, ladies and gentlemen. Human lives. You can live stream yourself talking and putting parts together and shit like that in a plant. You can't do that, though, when you're dealing with human lives. You feel me? You can't defend it.
Of this lady and didn't do their job. So sadly, their bond's only $6,000 for Jada and $4,000 for Shy. And please know, a lot of times we get comments about the bond's too low, and I agree, it is truly too low.
He pissed, and I agree, it is too low.
Sets the bond limits when they're first arrested. They don't let us do it, because I can tell you, if they let me do it, the bond would be when hell freezes over, when these two get
facts.
So,
I agree. If that was my mama, ain't no bond. Ain't no bond. What you talking about? You live stream it yourself? If it was my mama, ain't no bond. If I'm that nurse and you doing that shit under my license, ain't no bond. You doing that under my license, I want to see you locked up under the jail. Ain't no getting out. You playing games under my license and my livelihood. So not only are y'all affecting yourselves, you do what you want to your own self, but you playing under me, because they're going to come to me as the nurse and they're going to be like, well, why wouldn't you supervise it correctly? Because that's what they do, whether it be right or wrong. I want to see them under the jail, ladies and gentlemen. Stop playing games. Everything ain't a joke. Everything ain't funny. I want to see them under the jail. F all that.
Said they're on their way to the Brevard County Jail. And I've asked our team to make sure they work closely with the state attorney's office and the judicial system to make sure that these
Shy Tiana Bishop
involved in any type of
don't care, smiling in the mugshot. Jada Harris,
I'll
don't
be
care
honest with you. I wouldn't let them care for a pet cobra, because he might accidentally bite him and he would die of scumbag poisoning. So as I said earlier, the facility where this took place at, the management team there, as soon as it was brought to their attention, they did the exact right thing. And they fired him. And the other thing that I want to say too,
smiling in the picture, don't care.
99.9%
evil
healthcare providers in our country do it right. They do it because they're compassionate and they care for their patients and treat them like their own family. So don't beat up this profession, because they are out there.
It's already beat up, sir.
Each and every day, taking care of our seniors.
It's already beat up
in their medical care. So don't let their actions of these two individuals take away the compassion and care of true healthcare providers. So I'm going to close by just simply thanking our agents, thanking those that anonymously reported this to the facility and brought it to their attention, and also the state attorney's office for making sure that we had significant charges on these two individuals so that we could get them off the streets and behind bars. And I will tell you that not only are they bags of crap, but the people that were on there laughing and mocking this poor lady, yeah, you're bags of crap too.
Boy, I'm sure he wanted to call them every N-word in the book. Oh, I know he wanted to. I tell my CNAs, if I see you not doing your job, then I have to get involved, which you don't want, because their actions are under my watch list. Like, that's a fact. That's a fact. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if that was my people, I want you gone. F a bond. And you smiling in the mugshot? They don't care. Lock them up. Lock them up. I'm all for it. Lock them up. Keep them there. Since it's funny. Oh, it's funny. Okay. They lucky I ain't the judge. They lucky because this elder abuse shit, I don't like, bro. I don't like you abusing people who can't defend themselves. I don't like that. That makes you a bully. I don't like bullies. You abusing people who can't defend themselves. I don't like that shit. They lucky I'm not the judge. I would have said give them life, since it's so funny. Oh, they kids. Oh, I don't care. I don't care. You knew what you got into when you took this type of job. You knew the level of responsibility that was on you when you took this type of job. It's okay to make mistakes, but when you harm somebody on purpose and then you live stream it for everybody else to see, so you want to humiliate the person. I want you under the jail. Yeah, I do. For life. For life. It's not funny, because if it was your parents and if it was your grandparents, you'll be ready to do something to them. I'll be ready to pull up. But for my safety in there, just keep them locked up. Yeah, I do. I believe that. Yeah. I want to see them life in prison. I'm sorry. That shit is not funny and it's not cute. I want to see them locked up for life, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, thank you for joining me this afternoon. I got to get ready for a job interview, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, got another vacation coming up soon, so I'm excited for that. Work later on tonight, and yeah. So again, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't do nothing else, get paid. Young Nerds get paid. Thank you. Hit that like button. Share this joint. Hit that notification bell and everything like that, so you don't miss none of the content. We are on the road to 4,000 subscribers, and yeah. So I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute. Peace.